Hey everybody, it's time for another spoilery type review of Marvel's Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Season 5, Episode 18. Tonight's episode, All Roads Lead. And basically that's what the story does. All characters actually end up in the same place, abandoned Hydra base that FitzSimmons we last left in England. Also, if you are new here, don't forget the standard drill. Hit subscribe, hit the notifications. I do post on a weekly basis. If you remember from last week, we left everybody, the main focus is trying to Ruby and von Strucker end up at the England base with FitzSimmons. They're basically threatening them, okay, you wrecked the device, we got to make the super soldier generator whole again, so you guys got to fix it. So that's most of the episode. It's just Ruby spending her whole time threatening, she's going to kill Gemma, and Fitz is like, hey, calm down. I gotta build this damn thing. If you keep doing that, I'm not gonna fix it for you. So that's the whole thing. And the other part of the story is Talbot. He's in sleeper agent mode, so he's going around mucking up the place. Oh yeah, and May and Daisy make a raid on the other Hydra headquarters where Hale is at because they want to grab Hale. At the end of the episode, almost we're all back except for Mack, Phil, and Deke. They're still at the Lighthouse, but everybody else seems to be converging on base that we saw before. Not bad, not great. I think I've been saying it all 2017, but that's what I'm finding too. This is not bad, not great. I'm really getting tired of some of the characters. Some of the faults I'm finding is like Deke has gone from, I was thinking about that too. He's gone from the conniving scoundrel that he was in the future episodes. Now he's just like some love-struck puppy. Keeps saying like, yeah, come on, we got to do what Daisy says. And then Matt calls him out this episode. Yeah, dude, you didn't realize you were on the drugs and whatever when we're trying to, fix you up, and you were just going, I love Daisy. So the whole time too, he's talking to Coulson and Mack about, how do you find out about things? And then he says, well, you got a thing going on with Yo-Yo. And then Mack's just like, yeah, well, Yo-Yo just locked me in the cage and took off with FitzSimmons. Coulson, you must know something. And then because last week, of course, Coulson didn't tell anybody that May said she loves him. But Coulson's like, women the whole time too. He seems so inept since he's come into the present, since they brought him back. It's just like, I can see you being fascinated with, things you didn't grow up on and all this Zima and all this other stuff. He was such a totally different character in the beginning of the season. He went through so much before in the future. He was a survivalist. He got through on his wits. And then now it's almost like he doesn't know what to do with himself. The other thing I didn't like about this episode either was the whole time Ruby is acting, I thought I was watching Ben Mendelsohn. She was like basically chewing up the scenery. She's just like, oh, I'm going to kill you if you don't do this. And going all through these fits and starts. She's going through these fits with Fitz. Does it look like two in her outfit on the back, her throwing disc? And it looks exactly like the thing out of Tron. If you don't, and then okay, Ruby's like, oh, if you don't fix this, I'm going to kill both of you. Well, if you kill both of them, then no one's going to be able to fix it because obviously Strucker doesn't know how to fix the machine either. So after all these shenanigans, they finally get the machine fixed up, get it all set up, and Ruby's going to get in. They're going to pour in the gravitonium and see what happens. Well, this is all going on. Daisy and May go after Hale. They drop down. That was kind of a neat thing, though, too. They actually, that cargo transporter they use that they drop down. Usually they put Inhumans in and bring them back up again. Well, they use it as like a drop ship. And then the Zephyr just The Zephyr shoots off a missile to blow out the building so they could drop in with the box. They come out and they come around the corner and figure, oh, we gotta get Hale. And Hale's just like, no, I give up already. I surrender. And they're like, what? Says, yeah, Ruby's going to do something really stupid. If we don't stop her, it's going to be the end of the world. We come back now. Ruby is now in the machine. Looks almost like similar to the machine that we saw in the first Captain America, where Steve Rogers gets the super soldier serum. The super soldier serum. There's another sobriety test for you. Try saying that 3 times fast. A couple of Zimas in you. And then they start pouring in the gravitonium. Oh yeah, there also is a slight cutback too that Creel is still totally messed up. They don't know what to do with him, and that's just before Maisie and Day. Yes, Maisie and Day. May and Daisy show up. Actually, there was a cool fight scene where the two of them are like kicking ass, taking names, and I don't know why May's mad. Everybody's mad in this episode too. Ruby's mad, May's mad, and then later on, Yo-Yo is mad. Cool fight scene. So that was not too bad. You get to see, a couple of girls kung fu fighting there, beating the crap out of everybody. Because May just, I just want to punch something. They're pumping in the gravitonium. You can see that Ruby's freaking out. And it's like, we got to stop it. And it's like, Strucker said, you did something wrong. You buggered up the machine again. And then FitzSimmons is like, we told you. Turns off the machine. She only has about 8% gravitonium in her. Two, like the problems Creel was having. And that was a comment I think Daisy said too, that anybody who makes contact with gravitonium, part of their consciousness is sucked into the gravitonium. We're all running around Creel's head. So now Ruby's going through the same thing. She's got all these voices in her head. The gravitonium's in her body. She does a little bit of a floaty thing. She's got a bit of a power so she can sort of levitate. Whole time too is just, everybody is like overly emotional. There's no thought. Everybody's just a whole bunch of, mad at stuff. And oh yeah, the other thing, there's nothing going at the lighthouse. I totally forgot that Talbot is actually running around. He's trying to grab Robin to get out of her. And Coulson and Mack trying to stop him. Hale's finally there with everybody and they're trying to calm her down. Daisy has the best intentions. She's not the greatest of negotiators though. And she's trying to talk Ruby down like, I've gone through this. I've become a human, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't matter what Daisy says. Ruby's in a rage. And she's like, oh, you lie. Mom liked you better than her and blah, blah, blah. While this is going on, they're trying to calm down the situation. Yo-Yo comes out. Her too. She's got like, she keeps going from like, she's getting more two-dimensional or even one-dimensional. Like now she comes into the room and see, wait a minute, that's Ruby. She's the one to cut off my arms. Screw her. Daisy's like, Yo-Yo, stand down, get out of the room. It's like, no, she cut off my arms. I'm going to get her. And then in a fit of rage, does another Yo-Yo trick, grabs the killer disc off the table because Ruby had left it behind because she had, I guess, didn't want to have it in the machine, probably as a plot device. Ruby is still out of kind of control, can't seem to do anything. She's going in a fit of rage. Her gravitonium powers kick in again, and Yo-Yo just slits her throat with the blade. Everybody's like, you just killed a person. You're not your S.h.i.e.l.D. You're supposed to be better than this. And she's like, no, I saved the world. As all this is going on too, there's a bit of it's an outside shot, which looks like, a shock wave. And you figure, oh, maybe something happened with Ruby, the shock wave, and then after that, we don't know what happened inside the building. It's just an external shot. Back into the building. Hale's totally gone. Everyone's like, hey, where'd Hale go? Cut to the teaser at the end. Hale got beamed up to the Confederation's location. Maybe she had a super secret beacon, come help me, beam me up, Scotty kind of gizmo. We didn't see that part. It was just like whoomph. And hey, where'd Hale go? That's where we're left. Not bad, not great. Oh, the latest trailer for Deadpool, that looks good. And I'd like to know what's going on. This being a Peter, I'd like to know what this non-powered Peter's going to do. All you see him is skydiving with the goggles on, going in with the team. What's he going to have? What's he going to bring to the team? We don't know. He just saw the ad. But, as always, what did everybody else think? Did you watch the episode? How are you feeling about S.h.i.e.L.D.? Are you liking it? You're not liking it? Are you just sort of like, man, I don't know? Or, yeah, you're just totally on board because it's a Marvel product. Don't forget, and also, too, like the video, don't like my video. Again, as always, if you're new here, hit subscribe, hit notifications. I do post on a weekly basis. And I will see you in the next one.